Hello, my name is Frederik Schotteman. I'm together with Maxime Freund to show you how to weld a 350mm or a 14-inch pipe with the Pipeweld Orbiter connected to the Warrior, and then as a root pass, hot pass and fill pass we're gonna do some electrodes with the Renegade stick version. So I have the pipe here already prepared. I have a land of 1.5mm up to 2mm, and then I have a gap of 2mm, 2.5mm. Depending on the thickness, you're gonna have multiple layers or more layers, depending on your thickness. But for the first root pass, I'm using a Pipeweld 6010 Plus, 3.2mm. I'm running it on the minus side for the lead, and also on the stick electrode version I have a cellulosic button here that's gonna give me some extra boost when I reach the underside of the pipe here, because that's where it gets difficult. Alright, so that's for the first layer. Then we have the hot pass. I'm using a Pipeweld 7010 Plus for that, and that's a 4mm diameter. We're running that on about 150 amps on the plus side, also with the cellulosic engaged. And then additional on top of that, I'm using the Pipeweld ADHD. That's a 4mm basic electrode. You don't necessarily have to do that, but it's gonna give you a little bit better result. And we're running this one also on the plus, but then with the cellulosic function disengaged. Okay, so all the electrode welding is done. So Maxime and me, we're gonna install the ring and the Pipeweld Orbiter. Let's go. Oh. go. Okay, so we're using this tool to tension it, and also this width to align it. The better we align the ring. So over here there's a spring that allows us to put tension on it. So now we have to put on the Pipeweld Orbiter. Here we go. We have the machine on the rail now. So I'm gonna go over all the details basically. First of all, we have the main engine here. If I pull that, then it's basically in neutral. To change the position very quickly on a smaller diameter, doesn't matter that much. On a bigger one, it goes much faster. As you see, I have my remote control here and my main panel. So the remote control that basically start, stop, going farther away from the machine, going back towards the machine, putting the torch a little bit further. So everything during welding you can set. To put in the parameters, we have this little guy here, this little remote that connects here. So you can set 12 programs with this knob. And then every program you can set the parameters. So one for a filling pass, or a couple for the filling pass, and then for the cap, or maybe different wire types. Then I have another selector here. I can select every function on the machine and then push the green button here, test. So you can test everything, or if you want to put the spool of wire in, you put it on wire. Press the button test, and then you can feed the wire through. Or if you want to test the oscillating function, you can test that. I can flip out the torch like this to change the gas nozzle, to clean it, to put another contact tip in, also to feed some wire, everything like that. Then you immediately see here this red button. It's not going to explode, huh? No. If I press the red button, I can change the oscillating position. If I want to change direction, I have to change over the gas over here. So this is a gas hose. Take it off. I have a plug, and that prevents your gas hose from pinching off. Alright, so here we have the power source with the two connecting boxes. In this case, this is a Warrior 400. It could also be a 500 depending on your duty cycle. We have the standard connector cable for the feeder going to the voltage box, so I can regulate my voltage here. The power source arrives over here, and then this external feeder, this goes to the gas solenoid box. So the gas arrives and the gas departures. This comes from the voltage box. This is a main power, and this goes to the machine. So basically we're set to weld. So let's start welding. Okay, so we finished welding the pipe with the pipe weld. We used the flux core, root-eye flux core wire, the pipe weld 91 T1, a 1.2 millimeter in a vac pack. Then we've done 3 filling passes and then 2 cap passes. And underneath that, of course, the root run with a cellulosic electrode, a 3.2, then a hot pass with a 4 millimeter, and then also a filling cap with a 4 millimeter, the HD, the basic electrode. So I hope it was interesting, and maybe see you next time. Thank you.